Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I think I'm starting to love these sit down videos a lot more than I should, you know. Anyways guys, so today I'm gonna be telling you guys about my culture shock since I got to Canada. Now, coming from Uganda, obviously I didn't expect everything to be as I see in the movies or in the media and stuff like that. So there are some things that I have discovered for myself since I got here that make me go like all the time. I'm like, oh, this is new, this is strange, wow, this is cool, like, oh my god, I didn't know this. Like, I get all these mixed emotions, you know, with some things. Now, first and foremost, I'm gonna start with the common one, the most common one that you've probably heard from almost anyone who is in Canada or anything you've read about Canada. One, it's the weather. Canadian weather is absolutely different from the weather in Uganda. Of course that's expected, right? It's expected, yeah. But when you get here, you get to realize that when they tell you it's cold in Canada, when you're still in Uganda, it doesn't, you can't feel how cold it is until you get here. You guys, I got here in September. It was what do they call it, autumn? It was that season. We were transitioning into winter, so it was cold. I remember the first few days when I just got here, oh my god, I was freezing, and it must have been around 20 or 30 degrees, and I was freezing. I come from a country where when it gets to 40 something, we are like wearing sweaters. Now it got so cold here, oh my god, it's so cold now. Like, that shocked me. How cold it actually is a shocker. We are still in the winter, but let me tell you, in the months of November, December, it was so harsh. It would go up to minus 30. Yeah, I remember at some point it was up to minus 30. It goes up to minus 40. It's crazy. It is freaking cold. You can't even like take deep breaths when you're outside. It is that cold. So that shocked me. Another thing that shocked me about the weather is the snow. Now back up. I know there would be snow definitely in the winter, but what I didn't know is that snow can get dirty. That is not something that that's not something I knew when I was in Uganda. I mean, I knew snow falls from the sky, it's white, it's beautiful, and it is. It is beautiful. The whole process of the snow falling and everything is beautiful. Snow is not beautiful when it is on the ground. It gets dirty. It's just not nice. I don't like the whole snow on the ground. It's not nice to walk on. It is very slippery when you're driving. Like, the whole snow thing was a shocker for me. It's not what I thought it was. In some way, yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I enjoy when the snow is falling from the sky. It's not even that cold, by the way. It's not even that cold. It's that whole process when it's down on the ground that I don't like. I don't like it. Okay, another thing that I would say was a shocker for me when I came here is the time. Now, not the time difference, that was expected. How the time changes is a shocker for me. I don't remember any time being in Uganda and there's an announcement that is passed that we are like, the time is going to go back by a few hours. Let me tell you, when I got here, one day I was doing my stuff. I looked at the time and it was about 1 p.m. It was 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Continued doing my stuff, did my shopping, did everything, came back home. I looked at the time and it's like we had gone back an hour back. It was strange. It was so strange. But anyways, so the time thing, and then another thing is that I kind of knew this, but in Canada, like, time is everything. Time is money, like, literally. You know, we have that saying in Africa, oh, time is money, time is money. We don't know what that means in Africa. Here, time is money. If you miss your appointment by, let me say, 5 minutes or 10, you will not be worked on. They have someone else already. So, like, every single minute is counted for. You can't lag behind, you know, thinking that, oh, someone will wait for me. No, like, time is like, everything moves this fast, and then the time is so fast. For some reason, I feel like the time moves so fast. Maybe it's because it's the winter, I don't know, but the time is so fast, you know. So, and then then the day ends so fast. Like, at the start of the winter, by like 3-4, like, Quebec is dark, you know. 3 p.m, 3:45 p.m, it's dark. Right now it's starting to extend, because right now it gets dark at 5 p.m. So, and my husband told me it's the opposite in the summer. So in the summer, it takes longer to become dark. So it could be 9 in the night, it could be 9 p.m, and it is still light and everything. So that was also a shocker for me. It doesn't happen in my country. In my country, we know the sun goes down at 6:30, so it becomes dark around 7. But here it gets dark like at 3. It's gone. Like, you have to plan everything that you're planning with that in mind, you know. So another thing is something that shocked me. It's funny, but it gets me thinking, like, wow, this is so cool. Like, this is so cool. When do we start this in Uganda? Now, it's in the whole transport sector. So, you know how, of course, they have the buses and the trains and everything. They have taxi, just like we have them in Africa, just like we have them in Uganda. They have taxis. The cabs in Uganda, the taxi means something else. Like, I'll not go there, but the taxi in Uganda is something else than a special hire. So in Uganda, let's say special hire, but no, let's say Uber, you know, because Uber is in Uganda. We have Uber in Uganda, and Bolt and all that. So, you know, when you order an Uber in Uganda, normally Vitz or Premio, Corolla, you know, those cars, like, you know, those usual cars that, you know, would pick you up. In this country, when you order for a taxi, the cars that pick you up are like Teslas, Mercedes Benzes, like like, it makes me, like, I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, this is interesting. Like, it's a Tesla, it's a taxi. Wow. Like, they take the whole luxury to a whole new level. And let me tell you, these are not like cars that let me say, like, you have to have a certain kind of money to order. It's a normal taxi business, like normal taxi, like anyone would order for a taxi and a Tesla would come, or a Benz, or, you know, those luxury cars. Another thing that that shocked me was pets. Yeah, we have pets in Uganda. If you wanted to know, we do have pets in Uganda. People keep different animals as pets. Now, what shocked me here is how people take care of their pets like children. There are hospitals that you can take these animals to, you know, for treatment, and then they can be examined by a doctor and all those things. So it's quite different from Uganda. Yeah, we love our pets. We take good care of them, and by taking good care of them, I mean, after eating food, whatever remains on the plate, we gather it, we give to the dog. You cook extra bones in the food, so that in the sauce, like when you're cooking meat, so that the bones are for the dog. Here, there is special food for the dog. You don't just give the dog any kind of food. You have to take the dogs out for a walk, whether it's in the winter or in the summer. I've seen people moving around, like in the cold, moving around with their dogs. But it's so cute to see, because I've seen people who are so, like, they're so cute, like their dogs wearing sweaters and little mittens or shoes, or I don't know what those are, and they are moving around. And so you have to take the dogs out for a walk. You have to, like, they have to be fed like dog food. In the case of dogs, they have to be fed dog foods. Cats have cat food. Definitely the fish have fish food and all that. They go to the hospital. You have to take them to the hospital when they're sick. They actually have appointments. Like, it's a whole new, it's a whole new experience for me looking at pets like that. Someone told me it's actually a bit expensive to have a pet here, to have a dog in this country. It almost costs as much as having a little child, to have a pet here. So another thing that shocked me in this country is the whole credit system. We don't have a credit system in Uganda, or we do have it, but I don't think it is like that open or that common for a normal day-to-day person from downtown Chikubo. I mean, like, someone who doesn't have a high income to have access to these credit schemes, like to credit banking. It used to confuse me, because I'm like, maybe it's just the same as getting a loan, but this is not a loan. You're not applying for it as a loan. Actually, I'm starting to like the whole credit system. Though I know a lot of Africans, of course, who are like, oh, we don't need that. We don't need that. If you don't, but it also happens that it's a very important part of your day-to-day living in this country, especially if you have plans of ever buying a house or a car and stuff like that. Having a credit card is very important, and then using your credit is also very important, and knowing how to work out everything, paying back and everything like that. Anyways, it was a shocker for me. We don't have, I don't want to say we don't have it, because we could probably have it, but I don't think anyone can have access to it like here. Here you register your as soon as you get a bank account, you are introduced to the credit system, so, and then they work hand in hand. You can't just have a savings, and so there's a way it all works together, and I really like it personally. I think it's good. I can't talk much about the credit system, because personally I'm just learning a lot about it. Another thing that I kind of knew about it coming here, because we've heard about it a lot. If you watch movies and all that, you know about it. People here mind their business. Like, we live in a building where I hardly know my neighbors. Like, if we meet in the parking, hi, hello, and that's it. Someone gets into their customer. I think there are like 2 other families on my same building that have children the age of Amara. But there is no time we've ever said, oh, okay, let them go. Maybe because it's the winter, I don't know, and almost everyone keeps indoors. But the kids do go out to play. They don't play together. It's so crazy for me, coming from a community where everyone gathers in the same place, and all the kids gather in the same place and play, and our parents know each other and know. So that's another thing I've noticed about here, and for me, I came here knowing that but it still shocks me. Like, when you hear about something and when you experience it, it's a whole different thing. So yeah, people here mind their business to the core. So if you come here, you should learn how to be independent, learn how to create your own fun, learn how to do your own thing. There is no time for lugambo, rumor mongering and all that. No, there's nothing like that. So that's another thing that I learned when I came here. I have learned that there is a lot of peace of mind in this country. There is peace of mind. There is peace of mind. Have you ever been in a situation where you don't have to worry about thieves breaking into your house, thieves breaking into your car, thieves stopping you by the road to take away your stuff? For me, the one thing that tops it all up for me is the fact that I don't have to worry about soldiers moving on the streets and hitting people with their guns, you know. All those things, compared to where I come from, Uganda is relatively secure. I wouldn't say it is 100%. We all know what happens in Uganda. One moment you say this, the next moment you disappear. We all know that when you drive around Kampala, almost every corner you're going to find army, not just the police, but real army men. Because of that, it's actually very rare to find gated communities in this place. In Uganda, when you have some money and you build a house, the first thing you think of is putting up a wall fence, putting up electric, what are those things called? Wire fences, you know, those wires on top. I don't know what they are called. The one you have like burglar proof alarm on the gate, at the door. You have cameras everywhere. It's different here. People live, basically the houses are built facing each other. There is a street. You park, actually there are people who park their cars on the roadside. They don't have a parking space, so they just park at the roadside. And since I came here, I haven't had, maybe it happens, of course it must, I don't know, you cannot say everyone here is 100%, oh my god, they can't steal. There must be thieves somewhere, somehow, but it is so rare that I've not heard of any incident since I came here. So yeah, our parking space is outside, like it's not on the roadside. It's not on the roadside, but it's outside. There are days when I personally forget to lock my car, but at the end of the day, you still come back and everything is safe, everything is in, everything is secure. So there is that peace of mind of like security, you are safe. Yeah. This one, guys, when I came to this country, this was a big shocker for me. Bills. I know you've probably heard of when people say, oh my god, there are bills abroad. You guys, there's bills for everything. There is nothing that you can say, oh, I'll get away with this, I'll get away with this. No, there's nothing like that. There's bills and taxes on almost everything. We do have bills and taxes in Uganda. I mean, insurances and all that. But it is not that much of it doesn't feel that much weight when you're in Uganda than when you compared to when you're here. In Uganda, I could have a car and I have insurance for it, and it doesn't feel like a big deal because it's not so much money. The people who don't even have insurance for their cars, they have what is it called, third party? Like it is not a thing. People do have insurance. Like I have a house and I'm insuring my house. How? Here, even if you own property, you will be paying money every month. You know how in Uganda, when you build a house, it's yours. It's yours to do with whatever you want. There is no more. The only bills you're going to pay in regards to that house are going to be maybe water and electricity bills, and then extra bills like if you have an askari or a security guard in your home, things like that, right? Like it shocked me when I got here how much bills I had to pay. Like I have to write down everything, and there's of course there's the usual water and electricity bills, for your phone bills every month, and that is for you to be able to make calls. Yes, the SIM card is yours and everything, but every month you have to pay a certain amount of money to the phone company so that they can connect you to have to be able to make calls, which is different from the internet bill. So it's also different from the internet bill, so you have to pay for the internet bill as well in order for you to have internet on your phone. And then there is also internet for your home, different kind of, So there are so many bills in between there, and then taxes on things that you go to buy at the supermarket, at the shop. You go to buy something, let's say I go to buy this candle and it's $4. I'm not going to pay exactly $4 when I'm getting out. I'll end up paying more than $4, like a little more extra, you know, for the tax for the candle. So when you go shopping and you know your flat, let's say your flat rate to pay is like, let's say $150. You just know I'm not going to pay 150. I'm going to pay a little extra because they're going to add taxes to everything, almost everything that you're going to purchase. That was a shocker for me. In Uganda, if a kilo of sugar is 1,700, that is what I'm paying. That is it. That's it. You know, I'm gonna go with 1,700, and that is what I'm paying. 1,700 shillings. That's what I'm going to pay and walk away with my kilo of sugar. Here, you cannot pay just that. You're gonna have to pay a little more. It's little. It's not so much, but it's still there. Like, it's still there. So sometimes it makes me wonder, like, why don't they just add it to everything and then put that actual price, so that when you're buying, you know I'm buying this at this much. Not I have to multiply it by this. Okay, this is how much I'm supposed to pay. You get? Anyways, that's how it is here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like the video. Leave me a comment down below in the comments section, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please, I'm begging you, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I think I've talked too much. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment. I always love reading your comments. To you who is always reminding me, like, yo, we haven't seen a video, aka what's his name, what's the name of that person, Dirty Blim. I don't know if that's how it is said. This is a shout out. Hi, what's up? Here is the video. Finally, like, this person, I don't know if it's a he or she, Dirty Blim. He or she is always reminding me, like, it's the weekend, we haven't yet seen a video, like, all that stuff. Like, man, I appreciate you a lot for being that nice and for leaving comments on my videos always, and all that, you know. Thanks for the support. I see you, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you so much.